legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling.
All right, what is good? What is good? Happy
Made a couple ends, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time, cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times, doing that for everybody else. 3 times, just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times, just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there,
all right, how you guys doing?
Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just to now wait. Second thought, maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Kosho. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog,
all right, let's get into it.
Digits.
Welcome
Staring
in,
at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3
all right,
times just to put a trophy on the
How's
shelf.
everyone's weekend?
4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else.
Let's do it.
Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough.
Welcome.
Yeah. I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
W's in the chat. What up, Green? Arrow Sassy. What up, Vicky? Energy in the building. Only bands in the house. What is good? What is good? What up, Wokey? Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. All right, welcome in. Well, happy Monday. Why don't we settle on in. How we feeling? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Great to be back. I think we lost our chat here, but we'll figure that out in a minute. Welcome in, everyone. In Clubhouse, how you feeling? W webinar this past weekend. My goodness. Where's Rafi at? Is he here today? Shout out to Rafi. Vivian Young in the house. What up, Captain? What up, T. Callahan? What's goody? What up, Cole? What up, Ryder? How you guys feeling? Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Happy Monday. What's up, Dominic? Good to see you, man. Good to see y'all. All right. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, I hope everyone had a great weekend, and it is game time. Always good to be back at the desk. What up, Stevie Mac? DJ Scratchers in the house. Let's go. All right, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we just share a moment of some gratitude here together, and then we'll jump into the charts. We'll take a fresh look at gold, give a good top-down analysis, and then we'll get the party started here today. You ready? All right, let's do it. Let's pray. Father God, we thank you for another Monday, Lord, another week ahead of us that we can continue to get better, continue to strive for greatness, and we just thank you for continuing to show up here and make this live stream fresh and pure and new every single time. We pray that you would shine a bright light on our path as we walk it this week, and we thank you, Lord, and we give you the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. 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 Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Oh, this is pretty cool, too. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Great to see you guys. You know, the weekend was awesome. I hope you all had a great weekend, but it's always nice to get back to work. Always nice to get back to work. So why don't we do that here today? It is, what is today? Today's the 11th, right? Monday the 11th. So another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined here, and to continue to make our run, yeah? All right, let's lower the music a little bit. Let's lower the music. I think that should be good right around there. So anyways, we got some talks here. So let's go over the week real quick. Today's Monday the 11th, and we don't really have too much going on. Tomorrow will be the 12th. You've got some CPI coming in tomorrow. So keep that in mind as you before you press buttons here today. Just know that you got some major heavy red folder, high impact news coming in tomorrow at 8:30. On Wednesday, we will have what is Wednesday, the 13th? Yeah, we'll have PPI coming in as well, and that should be pretty interesting. That'll be after CPI here at 8:30 on Wednesday, and then just some yellow folders for the rest of Wednesday. Thursday we'll have retail sales, unemployment claims, and Friday it looks like we're pretty clean. So yeah, pretty good week for the most part ahead of us. Oh my God, 5,200 new messages on Zoom. I'm sorry, is Zoom frozen? I think Zoom. Oh, okay, no, we're good. We're good. It's a picture. Okay, I think we're good. All right, yeah, so that's it. That's a little bit of a lay of the land here this week. Should be pretty interesting, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Monday and Friday we're pretty clean here. So let's jump into the technicals. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, and let's see what we can come up with here on this lovely Monday. Let me just make sure I got my chats here. I got Zoom. There's Philippe. What up, NV? There he is. And then YouTube. YouTube, can you guys see the chat? Maybe not on the overlay. Something's up with the overlay. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right. Anyways, we'll fix it as we move on through the stream or whatever. But let's jump into the technicals here. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Let's see what we can come up with here on gold today, and mark out our ranges and see what's going on, man. I haven't really seen much of anything since Friday, so it'll be pretty interesting to catch up and see what we got here. Let me lower this music a little bit more. That should be good right there. Yeah, it should be good. All right. Let's get into it. So, wow. Excuse me. So we did end up closing bullish there on Monday, which was pretty interesting because if we remove the candles here, right, you would think, Friday would have ripped down, huh? Like the obvious would have been, you know what? Friday, we make a top wick. We come through here, we break the lows, and price continues to move bearish, right? But we did not do that, right? We actually did end up closing bullish there on Friday, which is, again, pretty interesting. We'll see where we go here today, but we did close bullish on Friday. Therefore, we do have a bullish candle ahead of us. Now we did gap, right? So we opened up here, we gapped down, it looks like, so major gap here. Could we see the move down now, right? You kind of broke the lows there at some point. I'm not really too sure when we did that, but we did break the lows here at some point. We're coming up now to make maybe a steeper top wick, and yeah, price can go any direction here. It's Monday, so it should be pretty wild day here. So let's drop down to the 4 hour. Let's see what's happening, because if we're breaking that low, right, we should continue moving bearish, right? But we aren't. We're moving back up bullish here. So let's go see what that looks like on the 4 hour. So yeah, pretty interesting. You had some 4 hour ranges sitting right here, right? You had some support here. You have resistance, I'd say up top here, and it looks like we did close below, right? You had a candle closure that was below the range here, second candle closed below, and now we're starting to just no bottom wick, completely rip up, break the highs, break the previous candle highs, and retest this zone that we came from. So pretty interesting, yeah. Big move back up. You would also think, you know, if we stay below the range, possible opportunities for some celery plays, but nothing there. So this candle can still come down. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour, 30-minute time frame. But all in all, we've got no bottom wick on the candle. The candle's broken the highs. It's kind of retested this previous range in which we were in, and we'll have to see what we do up here now in these sort of target tapped areas, right? You kind of have this gap that's sitting right here as well. So do we fill the gap, right, and then start to move back down, or what do we do? There's still an hour and 7 minutes left on this 4-hour candle, so anything can happen here, right? Anything can happen. So let's drop down to the 1 hour. Let's see what all this noise is about here. So 1 hour candles are moving up. You got the last 1, 2, 3 hours that have pushed up here. You've got support sitting at 46.58, and this is pretty much our 1 hour range at the moment, right? So a lot of range here. Price is kind of moving a little bit wild right now to the upside. Let's take a look at that 30-minute. 30-minute closed, yeah, I'd say above here, but we can probably use this as a bit of an observation zone now, right? To kind of see, will that 4-hour candle continue pushing up, breaking the highs and fill this gap, or will we begin to reject now, right? As that 4-hour candle has never closed back above the range yet. So maybe we get a nice little rejection here, and then we could start looking for the selling opportunities for that 4-hour candle to come back down. That daily candle is also pretty bearish as well, even though that previous one started off, or I should say closed bullish on Friday. You kind of still got that gap down and a big attempt to keep moving down here. So let's see if we can get some sort of fake out, right? Back below 46.97. And then if we can do that, we've got all this clean range here to continue moving down. That'll again push the 4-hour candle back down, push these daily candles back down, and you know, and all this stuff here. So let's see about that. That's going to be like my option for sells. Let's say we can't get that, right? So let's say instead price doesn't close the way we want it to close. Maybe it closed a little bit too far down, right? That's when we probably want to consider some of these areas here, and then just simply wait on a brand new support to form, right? And if we remain below these zones here, then very high chance that the next candle could close below, and then we'd have some decent structure on our side, right? Maybe even a break of the highs like we like to look for, and then now we trade that range right here. So a little bit of a later entry, but a little bit more of a confirmed entry with some better structure there. So I think yeah, I think that's going to be the vibe here for me. Those are going to be my two selling options, right? So now I know if I'm going to hit that sell button, it's literally just got to look like one of those two options that I drew out. Now, if I'm going to hit the buy button today, right, what am I going to do? So what am I going to wait for? So probably can't hit the buy button right now, but if we do end up, you know, kind of pushing up here and maybe we stay below the range, right? But we're still in our what we would call the observation zone. So what will I do in the observation zone? I will observe. Yes, exactly. You got it right. So if we can kind of come down, right, maybe create some sort of pullback, then close back above the range, right? Now we've got a brand new support. We've got a brand new breakout. We've got brand new structure. We got a clean gap and a range to fill to the left. If volume comes in around that same time, this is the option for my buys here. So that is pretty much it. And if we can't get that below 07, then we just look for it above 07. Okay? Any questions? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the game plan for me today. Any sort of buys, I need a pullback, I need support, I need a, you know, confirmation like this. It doesn't matter if it's above 07. If it happens in between 07, that's fine too. And then my selling opportunities are exactly what I drew out for you just a minute ago. So two options for the way up, two options for the way down. Guess who is no longer confused anymore? Me and hopefully you. Yeah, we know what we're doing. We know what we're looking for. Those are going to be the A+ opportunities here today. It's Monday. You just got off the weekend. No rush. CPI tomorrow. Everyone relax. And let's wait for the best setups. All right? Cool? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Awesome. So sells below 46.97 for me. Sells below. And then we'll see about above 47.09 here. Yeah, you're going to need some sort of a break and retest. So I won't take a breakout above it until we create support. So if we create support, then close above, that's when we have that option to go ahead and look for the buys. All right. Cool. That's it, man. That's it. Cheers. Hope you guys had a good weekend. How was everyone's London session? Did you guys do anything in London? It looks let's see here, a little choppy maybe, or Yeah. I don't know what the 4 hour. What's the 4 hour looking like? Bearish, maybe? Bearish? I don't know. All right. How was everyone's weekend? Y'all had a good weekend? We did an amazing webinar, man. Rafi, my goodness, dude. Jeez. Can you explain the line at 46.97, 46.97? Yeah, so if we go to the 15, we'll see here that that's a previous range. If we go to the 30, we'll also see it's a previous range. And if we go to the 1 hour, I think this is where hold on. I think it was the, 1 hour. The 1 hour had this like zone right here. But as I went down to the 30, I just adjusted it slightly. Yeah, so it was kind of like right here. Yeah. And then as we went to the 30, I said, that makes no sense. And now just put it right there. Yeah, and then that also matches with the 15 minute. So now like this is going to be like my little observation zone. So if I can get closures back below, I'll look for the sells. If we can kind of break, retest, create support, then I'll look for buys. First time here, welcome in. What up, Simzy? How you doing? Only Bands, how was the weekend, man? How was the weekend? Yeah, great to be back with y'all. Great to be back. I can't see. I don't know why I can't see the emojis, but I'm working. I'm trying something new here today. I'm trying something new. So it's like a test stream here today. And lighten up the TikTok? Yeah, I don't know. We're live everywhere. We're live on like all platforms right now. So that's what we're trying. We're live on We're live on, TikTok, Kick, YouTube, Twitch. We're live, literally live everywhere right now. How do you feel about gaps in the market open? I don't mind them. Market does what it does. So just gotta... Yeah, I like to trade into them at times, but usually they will get filled. But look, we were going to get ready to fill here, and it just failed it. So it's not like they automatically get filled. So that's why I just, still wait for the regular playbook stuff, to pan out. What up, Price Action Kev? How we feeling? Can we get those computer glasses? Yeah, we're gonna have them on the site. They got the TT logo, all that on there. They're actually gonna be on the site pretty soon. They're TT logos. How many times can I clone myself? I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's look at NQ here. And whoa. Let's take a look here at what's going on. So it looks like we are bullish. Yep, that's right. We're bullish. We've been bullish. We're not stopping bullish. It's like there's no turnaround here on the NASDAQ at the moment. So the daily and the weekly are just on an absolute tear, like almost like we've never seen before. So yeah. Life is bullish on NQ. Currently, you're coming down. You got this new daily candle. We closed strong bullish on Friday. We're coming down right now. We really haven't done much, as you can see by the consolidation when I first opened the chart. So daily candle came down, made a low, pushed up, made a high, and now we're just pretty much consolidating, right? So let's take a look at the 4 hour. Real no signs of any sort of direction here on the 4 hour. You just see a lot of highs being broke, lows being broke, right? It's just... No clear direction, on NQ at the moment. Therefore, if there's no direction on the higher time frames, you're likely to see a ton of consolidation, right, on the lower time frame. So there it is. There's your consolidation here. You got a support on the 1 hour. You got resistance on the 1 hour, and this is pretty much our range here. So nasty Monday. As you can see, if we go down to the 30, we can probably extend this a little bit, and yeah, that's the range that we're looking at here. So you got no top wick on this current candle. We can probably adjust our resistance a little bit since we are likely to move bullish. Yeah, just nasty. Probably range 2 buys above. Yeah, range 2 buys above, being that the 4 hour candles at the same time bearish right now. So yeah, I think range 2 buys back above 09, and then probably No sells for me on NQ at the moment. Yeah, it's dangerous. Dangerous. Comment section. Yeah, I'll try and fix it. But that's not the most important part of today. The most important part of today is getting you better as a trader, better as a person, helping you think more in terms of probability, allowing you to understand what trading really is, right, versus what the gurus show you on Instagram and YouTube and Twitter and all that stuff. There's rules to the game, you know, and if you don't follow those rules, the game will get you, right? So it's all about becoming a better trader here today. Who cares about the chat? I'll figure that out. That's only going to distract the weak. Let's stay strong and lock in, get your questions answered, and see if we can come up with some good trades here. Yeah, I'll work on the comment section though. Hey, yo, the real envy. All right. Yeah, so I would say maybe closures back above, but they'd have to be range 2 buys just because that 4-hour candle's still being pretty, you know, bearish at the moment. So yeah, that works. But we will likely come back up here pretty soon, so we'll see what happens. No direction on the, yeah, that's true. No direction on the higher time frame, so just buy. Ultimately, that is the higher time frame direction. All right, let's move back to gold. How'd you guys do over the weekend? Did you guys do anything good? We got Goldie moving up. Yeah, let's see if we fill the gap here and move on with it. We had buys above on the 30 and we slept on it. Nope. These buys, I already mentioned in the breakdown, I wouldn't take a breakout buy here. Yeah, I need a since my support is down here, I need a brand before I even think about taking any other buys, I need a brand new support to form, and then I'll go in. Slept on it. We ain't sleeping. No sleeping. Kick stream is lagging. Probably. Kick will get it together. Why though? Great question. There we go. There's that question. Why? Beautiful. Glad you asked. So what my data has told me, so anytime I take breakouts, right, that are what I like to call overextended. So anytime you're going to take a position, regardless, buy, sell, doesn't matter. What you want to ask yourself is, where is my nearest support level, right? Because the best buys on most occasions are going to come off of a support, right? The best sells, they're going to come off of a resistance, right? That's when it's going to be the biggest push, so to speak. So by the time you get all the way up here, right, this push has already happened. Now, or let me draw it bullish so it makes more sense to you, right? Boom, buy, you get support. Your biggest moves are likely to come off that support. So therefore, you want to take your buy off support. Now, if we look here, where is our nearest level of support? Well, we got to go down, 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 down. Boom, there it is, right? So at this point, when I would take these buys, I would probably win 3 to 4 out of 10. 3 to 4 out of 10. So, and that hurt my win rate, hurt my RR, hurt my profitability, right? So as I looked into that, I realized, okay, you know what? A lot of the breakouts that are hurting me, that are taking money out of my P&L, right? I'm losing money from this move. Anytime I looked at it, it was overextended. So anytime my buys worked out really well, where I would win like 8 out of 10, they'd happen somewhere down near support. Anytime I lose though, and my buys, let's say, took place like, let's say up here, way above support, there's where I would lose my money. So as a trader, I got to look into that data and say, okay, you know what? Let me not take those anymore, right? Those are not producing good fruit, right? Those are not making me money. Therefore, I'll leave them, right? Now, look, again, 3 out of 10 times they would work. So am I going to get upset if I don't take a trade here and it works and it, you know, no, I know that 3 out of 10 times it's going to work, but 3 out of 10 times is not going to pay me long term, right? 7 out of 10 times, right? That's going to pay me long term. So I want to make sure I'm only taking this one that gives me 7 out of 10 odds versus this one that gives me 3 out of 10 odds. Yeah? Make sense? So what we started calling these was overextended breakouts. So it basically meant if price closed above and we were way too far from support, we could care less what that move does right there. What we will do though is pay attention, right? And if we can remain above 07 over here, right? 07, and come down and create support, then that'll be my opportunity, right, to get involved in the buys at that point, maybe a little bit later. So it's just about patience, you know, patience, discipline, not taking the trades that don't produce a good win rate, right, and produce profit, laying off of those, right, being aware enough to you know, lay off of them and, you know, listen to your data, and then being patient enough to just, you know, take the trades that tend to fall into your lap that are familiar price action and, you know, produce you a profit. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, you can't get FOMO here either, right? Because you know this doesn't work 7 out of 10 times, right? So what do? Instead of getting FOMO, you replace FOMO with patience. And if this happens, remember, the market doesn't owe us a damn thing, right? Just because we're here right now doesn't mean that this has to happen and price has to create support. But markets tend to do this, right? This is kind of just regular market behavior. Once this happens, right, then that's when we can look to maybe execute off the buys again, or at least me, right, execute off the buys again and then go from there, because now I'm buying off of a fresh support, and that's where I want to, you know, take that trade. Right. Another thing too is if I took a trade here and lost, I would be upset with myself. I would know I was going against profitable data, and I would be upset, right? Whereas if I took a buy here, right, I would be glad to take this loss, right? I'd be okay. I would say, okay, you know what? That's fine. I followed my plan. I took the buy off support and I still got stopped out. I can live with that, right? But I can't live with taking I mean, I can, but you know, it'd be really annoying for me later on to be like, why did I take that trade? I knew it was overextended. I knew there was a low probability of it playing out, and I'm beyond that point as a trader. Yes, exactly. Buy from support, sell from resistance. Yep. Yeah, we could get, and by the way, you don't have to wait on the 1 hour time frame to get that pullback, right? A lot of times that will happen on the 15-minute time frame. And then look, sometimes this will be your only pullback, this like break of the low there, because you don't realize how many sellers were activated there. So there's a lot of liquidity grabbed up there, and then that sometimes acts as a new level of support. But, you know, in this case, I'm not going to trust that, right? So yeah, we're probably going to fill the gap now, and we'll see what happens from here. Yeah, support. Yeah. It could happen on the 15 or the 30. It doesn't really matter at this point. Usually if the 15 gives me like a support and the 1 hour is still very bullish, then I'll you know, I'll bank on the 1 hour, the 15-minute support. Man, this chat's like a little different today. It's a different like layout. Profits Pilot in the house. There he is. I don't go on the 5 minute or the 1 minute. I just go, I basically work 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I've worked. Yeah, so what I would say is, like, in terms of direction, I used a 4 hour and the daily, right? In terms of like setups, I'll use really like 1 hour, you know, 1 hour, 15, 30, like anything for setup and entry, I'll use 15, 30, 1 hour, but I'll get my direction off the 4 hour in the daily. Yeah. What up, Tommy? How are you, man? You're welcome. You're welcome. What's up, Rafi? Good to see you. Will you consider overextended breakouts like 2 candles in the same direction? Nah, it's not about that. It's mainly like how far have we gone from support, right? So if our nearest level of support was, if we even want to call this a support, right, down here, well then that means that was from the entry that we would have took, that was 460 pips away from a support level. Right, so I just can't do that. That's completely against my rules, right? So it's not about how many candles, it's about the distance, right, between the two, because you can also have support formed to where you have, you know, a couple candles there, but you're still very close by, right? So let's say you get a support to form here, and then all of a sudden now you got, like, you know, a couple candles that are just continuing up like this. You can, like in this case, I would still take a buy right off the break of the highs here, right? Because support is here. It's just when this candle now closes is where it gets a little tough, right? Because now you've filled the range. So now this is where the price gets a little overextended to where you may want to let this buy go, right, at times, because it may not work out, right? Price may not do that. It may actually kind of pop up and close back below the range, right? Now that range has been filled. So at that point, instead of taking a buy off of that breakout, let the candle move up real quick, right? It'll come back, don't worry, right? You let it come back, and then as this candle either gives you a brand new support, this is where you can take your new buys, right? Typically you're going to be in a whole different range now as well, to where there's all clean traffic for you to take advantage of, right, on the way up. So yeah, it's just about, you know, not settling for the okay, crappy entries and waiting for the best ones. But, you know, everyone wants it right now, and they want to take a trade now, and they want to make money now, and everything's now, right? So that's the issue that most traders run into, is that I want it now type of deal. Like today it helps you, tomorrow it hurts you, the next day it hurts you, right? It doesn't help more than it hurts. So if you understand that from, you know, the get, you'll be all right. Took a loss on Friday. I was calm and not bothered. Okay, great. I love it. Monday made it back. Yeah, simple. Like I said on whatever it was, Thursday or Wednesday, it's like, what loss have we taken that we just haven't gotten back? Every one of them. The Big M in the house. What up, C. Melly? How are you? Hey, how are you? Listening and driving. Let's go. Why is support preferred over pack runner? Because pack runner is overextended too, you know, like if you have the pack at support, it's a lot better than no support, right? And then just a little pack runner. Like, you know, again, the more experienced guys are going to be able to pick up on that from time to time. But not even here was I really that interested. I mean, you had like resistance and all that sitting there, right? But like, I'd rather grab the pack on off support like this versus this, right? And then start to take a buy again from here. It's just, again, it's the same principle applies up there. You know, it's, you know, not as clean as it looks. And like, yeah, it looks clean now, right? Because it works out, but so many times this will not work. What up, Spidey? Let's go. Keeping the mental in check. I like it. 4 hour with no bottom wick. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of bullish, just a lot of bullish volume in this 4 hour candle. I think that, yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what happened, but it looks like gold is firing up here on all cylinders. So there's probably just so much bullish volume in this current candle that you just weren't even able to make a lower wick. Yeah, I didn't see how this candle started, but lost 3K. All right, that's how you get that back. Get it back. Yeah, that 4 hour. So basically, like what I would say is probably this candle probably won't reject and come give a lower wick, but I'm sure at some point later, right after price kind of does its own thing for a bit, you know, you might get that bottom wick, but probably not off of the same candle here. Is it an early calling it this Monday, or we wait for some? Yeah, I think we wait for some type of support. I mean, if you're busy and you got stuff going on today, then just do your thing, you know, like come back tomorrow, CPI, right? You got stuff going on. You're real busy. Don't let this keep you from doing what you need to do today. Yeah, but basically what we want to look for is just depending on when the volume comes in. I think we can kind of adjust our zone here now. We're going to have volume coming in at 9:30. So we're going to see if we can squeeze our way in here at 9:30. Let's see what happens here because you're coming up to pretty much all of this resistance now. Right? So coming into all that resistance every time, almost every time, we hit, we rejected. Rejected. So yeah, we'll see what happens here now. 9:30 is coming up here. 9:30. So we'll see. Maybe only way we do this is high volume time. We get a target tap kind of thing going on here. You got no lower wicks, no upper wicks. The fades are starting to present itself. It is Monday. So we'll see. Maybe we get a nice little pullback here. Whatever you do, just don't go to supercuts for these fades. Gap closed. Door closed. Wow, Goldie, wow. All right, we'll see what happens. Let's see if we reject out of here, and then, yeah, we'll see. 9:30 coming up in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Z Gamer. There he is. Supercuts? Nah, never again. I think I went to Supercuts when I was about 9. I don't even know if I should tell this story. It's kind of like I haven't even thought of this in forever, but man, I went to Supercuts. I was like 9. The lady sneezed, got boogers all over her hands, and proceeded to cut my hair. Would you believe that? And I was like 8. I'm like, Mom? Get this boogery hand lady away from me. Johnny Gems.
Yo,
how you doing?
Man.
What's poppin' with it?
What's up, brother? What's poppin', bro? Everything.
I was scarred for life after that.
Bro,
Yeah.
that is absolutely disgusting, bro. That's
little
never go to
TMI.
Supercuts.
But sheesh. Wow.
Bro,
Never again.
Supercuts, they don't be doing any fades either, man. They just be doing like little trims.
They be bringing out them clippers.
They just bring out the clippers. They don't even bring out the buzzers, man. It's the last place you want to go. What's good, bro? How you feeling?
Supercuts. Excellent. How about you?
I'm feeling super cut today.
Supercut?
Go.
Let's get it.
Yeah, bro.
We got something new we're trying today. We're streaming on a bunch of different platforms.
Wow, I heard
so,
that. Let's get it.
We may have a little glitch in the system, though. We gotta figure out. I don't know why the chat disappeared.
Yeah, I see that YouTube chat disappeared or whatever.
It's my guy.
What's good, chat? How y'all feeling? Let's get a new week to be great. Level up time. Yeah, it's awesome, man. Let's go. We on all the platforms.
Yeah, so we'll see how all that goes, but we need our chat back. That's what we need. I don't know what happened to the chat, so we'll figure that out later.
The chat is what makes the stream, bro. Need that.
Booger cuts. Welcome to Booger Cuts.
Bro, that's actually gross, man. I don't know why mom didn't like
I was like, Mom,
get you out of there.
please help. So yeah, so you know, this 30-minute kind of just erupted, right, without really making much of a low. Very awkward, I think, to fill the gap here. So a lot of times those very awkward moves like that get corrected. So let's see if we can get a nice little pushback and a correction out of this. If this 915 candle here can close, right, and we close up really weak, so to speak, like kind of rejection here, rejecting the highs here, then we'll see if we can make a low, and on that low we'll have I'll have a sell stop, right? Counter trend trade this, basically looking for something like this, price to reject down, candle come down, make a low, come back up, and then have a sell stop on the re-break of the low there. So now if we fluctuate a little bit and come back down, boom, 930, we should head straight down towards 47.07, and that would be pretty much the move. And then getting the heck out of those sells, right? You know, once we get into these levels here, and you know, pretty much closing full. So we'll see.
There, I like that,
Purple. Man. And then yeah, the only option for the buys is the buy off support. That's pretty much it.
I've seen the flower never create a bottom wick either.
Nah, nothing
on the current candle.
Nope. Let me see if I can fix the chat. Hold on one sec.
Chat was good. How was everyone's weekend? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Webinar was money, man. Shout out Rafi.
Webinar was clean.
Reviewed their trades.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yep.
That was nice, Webby.
Yes, sir. Great Webby. Hopefully everyone did some data review and trade reviews for themselves and trading like a business here this week.
Hopefully you reviewed your trades, huh?
Yeah.
Big trade review.
Make it a non-negotiable to chat every weekend to review your trades. All the pros do it.
Clubhouse, you guys got any big takeaways from the webinar? Anything you'd like to share? Pop out chat, new window, copy and paste. Yeah, I did that. Let me see. Let me try it again. Where is the chat? Where is me chat? Let's delete it here. Oh, chat disconnected.
What up? What do we think about the 8:30 a.m. inverted celery? I think that wasn't good because there was a resistance right at it, right? So what would have been better is to not execute the inverted celery, but wait for the candle to close below that resistance at below 4,700. I think that would have been way better.
Okay, let's see. I think this could work. Could work.
So we finding solutions.
Let's go. Let's go.
W.
W. All right, we back, baby. We back. Chat's lit. All right, I think we're good now, yeah? Yeah, I think so. One of the functions of elite performance. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. You guys have no idea. I mean, every day I come up here and I visualize us winning. I visualize us learning. I visualize us dominating. I visualize this stream being productive and effective and efficient. Right? It just doesn't happen like that. You know what I mean? So it's like what Rafi talked about really getting yourself into that state, right? Getting yourself lined up with that vision, almost co-creating the future, right? The very, very near future before ever stepping up to the plate or stepping on the court or stepping onto the stream or whatever you guys want to call it, right? Stepping into the markets. Like, can you take a moment or two to briefly just feel what it's going to be like to win today, right? I mean, I do that every single day without fail. So, yeah, it's huge, man. They know how to get, there's a switch, you know, there's a certain switch that a winner can turn on, very, very quickly, right? And at that point, they lock into that, in a way, other self, right? You kind of call it like other self in a way. It's crazy. Kobe had it with the Mamba mentality, right? You see all these players, they kind of tap in. Elites don't see pressure as problems. They see it as privilege. Yup. Pressure is a privilege, Mr. V would tell me all the time when I would go up to him with these crazy circumstances that we all as entrepreneurs begin to get ourselves into. And, I say, man, this is really, really tough. He goes, Nick, well, pressure is a privilege. He would say the comfort zone is a casket. The comfort zone is a casket. Stay out of there. So you got to do things that are uncomfortable, man. You got to be comfortable with getting uncomfortable. And, everything you've done up until this point has got you to where you're at, right? So if you don't necessarily like where you're at, then that means that you have to start to do different things. And obviously when you do different things, those different things are going to be uncomfortable, right? Until they get familiar and then become comfortable things. So it just is what it is. You got to be willing to go through it. I put it on. You dig? Best contract size for 50K, I would say anywhere from like 5 to 10 MGCs on gold. 5 to 10. Basically, you're always staying under one contract. Oh, okay. Here's my chat. All right. It looks so much different. I think it's back now. Oh, there we go. I was thinking the same thing, man. How about that green and red day record? I think we can actually put a few more. I've been very humble, and I've been keeping it, I've just been waiting for you guys, It's like, where you at? Where you at, Let me see where I'm at. Let me see what I'm looking like. I think I got a total of 1, 2, 3. Nah, I think we're good. 4 and 2. I think we're good. If it says 4 and 2, then we're Gucci. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Good month so far, though.
Yes, sir. Great month of discipline.
Yeah, good month. Good month. I think, yeah, we're sitting decent here. Pretty decent. Hey, yo, Jalil with the YouTube badge. All right. Well, let's go. Welcome to the YouTube badge community. The YouTube badge. Welcome. It's like now you got your gun and your badge.
Looks good.
It does. It looks nice in the chat. The little TT next to it.
Right. I need to get me myself one.
Yeah. All right, we got a closure here. It's 9:30. We didn't get the weakest closure that I would have liked here, but let's see how we do. Let's let this candle guide us here, right? So if this candle can come down, make a low, maybe come back up, break the highs, at that point we really shouldn't have any business coming back down to break any low, so we can potentially have a sell stop there. If not, what it's looking more like at this point is if you can possibly close below, like actually get a closure below here, maybe after breaking the highs. I like the sells at that point at like 9:45 here. Yeah, no 9:30 for us today, I guess. No 9:30.
I like that too.
Yeah, we're on a rally, baby. We're on a rally. Yeah, we also just added a new feature, gang, to the TradeSet journal. So those of you guys who are using TradeSet at the moment, which is basically a journal that we created. It's kind of like a TTE type of journal. So if anyone's trading our, the time to eat system and strategy, where it comes to like onions, breakouts, celeries, and all that, we just added a brand new feature here under Live Capital. So if you come over to Live Capital now, you're going to be able to track it. And this is something that we talked about last week about being able to start a small account, right? A small Live Capital, your own account, so off the funded account, right? But just doing this on the side putting in a starting capital, having a little bit of a goal, having a monthly contribution to it as well, and then like a weekly withdrawal option. So this is where you can start to fund an account with maybe just a little bit of money at first, right? And then start to grow it through your trading, and then also start to contribute to it monthly, right? And even though some of you guys may say, well, Nick, I can only really do a $1,000 account right now. Could I really make money right now? Right now, probably not. But if you compound it and if you add to it, right, over the next seven or 8 months, that $1,000 account could probably be 20 to 30,000, right, at that point. And then do I think you can make a good amount of money off of that? Absolutely, I do. Actually, I know you can, right, by doing it the right way. So we just added this new feature. It's called Live Capital. We also have the same exact concept here when it comes to prop firms, where you can kind of track your expenses, track your money in, track your money out, see what you're actually making, right, and not being deceived by what's actually going on here. So P&L, like expenses, so how much money you've spent on combines and all that, how many payouts you've received, and then what you've lost, basically, right? It's very important as a business owner to know what you're up, what you're down, and all that good stuff. And then if you're looking for prop firms, we have it all laid out for you. These are the ones with the TT discount codes, and then here's some other ones that we just thought would be helpful, and you can have access to it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Shoot us an email if there's any questions on this. But all in all, just turning out to be a great journal so far. So we'll keep trying to make it better and better. But as of right now, that's what we're doing. I would highly recommend going into, like the book library too, starting to pick out some books. As you know, reading has changed not only, my life, but a ton of people here. So it's very simple. Just click it and where to buy it, and it'll give you a little hyperlink over, and you can go get that book. So we're trying to make this as helpful as possible to traders, new traders, veteran traders, or whatever, and see if we can make a difference here. So yeah, new feature under Live Capital. If you guys are starting any Live Capital, that's where you can start to implement all that good stuff.
Bro, TradeSet is sick, dude.
Sick.
Way better than TradeZella. I got rid of TradeZella like right away.
Ain't that? You could put the watermark too if you want, little
things,
TTE watermark. You have an option to do it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat.
Hell yeah. Make sure you add that watermark, chat. I think that's one of the best parts about the journal.
Yeah. I think what we plan on doing too is, eventually allowing other communities to build their system within TradeSet and have their little watermark and have their, let's say breakdown, or I should say setups and entries and all that good stuff. That way they got it, for themselves, and they can use it for their community.
Yeah, man.
But it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, we gotta wait here. So we gotta wait on a closure. So let's see how the closures go. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, so basically that works for any trade. So any trade you take on TradeSet, you will have everything here for you. So you'll have like, obviously the trade will be recorded. So you get the whole trade recorded, but then you can come down here, right, and start to mess around with it. So start to say, okay, it was a onion. In this case, this was an onion, right? This was on a 30-minute time frame. I took this during the Asian session, right? My risk was normal risk. My behavior here was, in this case, focused, right? So I was calm in execution. I was patient. I was following my rules, right? I was just naturally doing what I'm supposed to do. There may be other times where you're fearful, right? Basic examples of that are like exiting earlier, missing the entry and getting a worse entry, or keeping stop loss too tight, or maybe you were over analyzing, right? Or maybe you were angry, so you're basically trading off of FOMO, or revenge trading, right? Where you're forcing trades, or you're getting emotional when it comes to your entries, or maybe it was greedy, right? Maybe you were chasing price. Maybe you just wanted more money that day. Like, it's an opportunity for you to kind of give yourself a behavioral score. So I personally like it. Was the outcome neutral? And then the exit, you know, did you exit early? Was it as planned? Was it late? You know, and all that good stuff. And then you got your P&L here, and then you can upload your screenshots. So yeah, every trade will get broken down on the first part of it, like all the technical stuff, and then you can come in here and then you know, mark everything up, right? And then that'll automatically go right over here to playbook. So it'll start registering right in your playbook, and then you have all the playbook setups here. So it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, happy we were able to like dial it in pretty good. Do you have a discount code? Discount code for trade set is TTE. Yeah, if you buy the year, I think it comes out to like 18 or 19 bucks a month. Only looking for buys on what pair? Gold or NQ? NQ definitely.
Goldie, man. Goldie just juicing here.
Just a light 800 pip candle. Nothing crazy. Right. Nothing to see here. No bottom wick. It's 800.
Right, gold. Yeah.
840 pips. Something light.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah, Chum, I want to see a bottom wick on that 4-hour candle, and then boom. It's gone, bro.
Yeah. How to grow a $100 account? The same way you grow any account. You know, same way you grow a $1,000 account, same way you grow a $100,000 account, same way you grow a $200 account. You know, you gotta take good trades, right? You gotta be patient. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta have a system. You gotta know thyself, control thyself, right? Stay out of stupid trades. Don't revenge trade. Don't over risk. It's not what should I do. It's what the question really should be. What shouldn't I do? What shouldn't I do, Nick? You shouldn't revenge trade. You shouldn't overtrade. You shouldn't think for yourself, right? Thinking got you to where you are today. So just take a look around. Say, okay, should I rely on my own thinking anymore? Maybe, maybe not, right? Maybe I should get a mentor, right? Maybe I should take someone else's advice, right? Maybe I should have them do the thinking and I'll just do the doing. So sometimes you got to ask yourself that. You know, in my life at 20, 21, 22 years old, I got myself into not a good situation, right? So I couldn't rely on my thinking. I needed some mentorship. I needed some guidance. I needed some help, right? So it's really about what you shouldn't be doing, and you shouldn't be over risking and over trading and taking crappy trades. You should be very selective and, you know, only take the best opportunities that line up with what works, what produces a profit. I see a lot of times traders, they'll lose a trade that normally produces a profit to get into another trade that is completely unfamiliar, and then just blow the whole account off of a trade that wasn't even like a familiar pattern or a playbook setup or anything like that. So you got to be careful with those things, because, you know, they seem minuscule at the moment, but, you know, they make a big difference when it comes to blown accounts and blown combines and, you know, overall just not moving forward, right? I want to move forward.
Sir.
Hope I'm good. I'm great, brother. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. How can we get trade set? I think you could hit ! journal in the chat, and then the trade set will pop up there. Super cool journal. I'm enjoying it. Very similar to like trading or whatever. Yeah, the other one, trade. What is it again? TradeZella. Very, very similar. Very similar in terms of like the, you know, the dashboard and whatnot. So it's clean, man. It's clean. I've been using it for about two to 3 weeks now. So it's been in development for like a couple months, and I think it's pretty nice. Yeah, trade set dashboard, yeah. Yep, yeah, code TTE. We'll give you the discounts.
But yo, you're right, bro. There's really no secrets, bro, into growing and compounding your account, right? Like, no matter what size it is, like, the secrets, there is no secrets. The formula remains the same, you know, and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I always say,
following a trading edge, you're managing your risk, and you're having a strong psychology, right? That backs a probability mindset. So, I mean, no secrets here, right? I mean, it's all about doing. Knowledge is potential power, becomes power when you constructively use it. So once you start to act on the knowledge you're acquiring here, that's where the things start to change, for the better.
Yep. Yo, what up, Matt? Hey, Matt, shoot me a message on Discord. I don't think you sent me a message last week. Send me another one if you can. Can't wait to see you, bro. Can't wait to see you.
Let's get it, Matt.
The Big M, how was your weekend, man? Talk to me. Talk to me. What'd you do this weekend?
What's up, the Big M?
TT! Yo, hey, by the way, the Big M.
Yo.
We were listening to one of the, I forgot about those songs that you sent me. And the one that I had saved, we were listening to it this weekend. It actually had a good tone to it. It actually had a nice little ring to it. TTE!
Bro, I want that to be the intro for now, man.
I might have to intro that tomorrow. We'll see. I might have to intro that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you do, bro. I like the parts like TTE.
Yeah.
It's like a TT chant. It's like TTE. Fine.
Classic. You had us vibing over here.
Hell yeah, bro. Keep them coming.
Nah, to be honest, I really didn't look at them, bro. I didn't see them for a while. Yeah, I seen one. Oh, my stuff came already? Damn. That was quick. Okay. I didn't see them. I guess I didn't see them for a while, but there was one that I did download. And I just had that. The Gucci.
What advice would you give to someone who exits profitable trades too early and holds the losers too long? That's a good question. I think you got to look left to get right, Look left to get right, and the purpose of doing that is to find logical areas, right, where we can take profits and look to duplicate our trades in, right? So yeah, you got to find that nearest advantage point to the left, and that's where you want to take profits. And you really don't want to close, right? You don't want to close emotionally or anything like that. You want to hold logically for that area to be hit, right? Something I recommend you do is maybe set your TP, set your stop loss, and then walk away from the desk, right? Because that will eliminate you to emotionally get out of your trade and stuff like that. So yeah, look left to get right, find that logical TP zone to the left and hold your trade till there, and don't get emotional until then. Just hold it. And then for your stop loss, like holding on to losers too long, I'd say, like, I like to manage my trades based off candle closures, and I know Nick the same way. So if a candle closes against me, right, and it still hasn't hit my stop loss, but I know based on the candle closure that the trade is not the same trade I was looking to get in, right? Meaning the trade is now invalid based on the market structure itself, which is what we go off of, right, and which is what we trade. So yeah, I mean, that's the best way to cut your loss when the candles close against you and the market structure now is against you. So yeah, so look left, hold for those TP zones, don't close earlier until those zones are hit, and manage your trades based off candle closures, and always keep a stop loss too. I like to use previous candle stop loss. If not, then I keep stops back in the range or current candle stops. And then, like I said, something you can work on is setting the TP and stop loss and then walking away from the computer, and then come back for a candle closure. Good question, though. And again, something you get better at with constant repetition, and practice. That's how we're all going to get better here today as traders. Like, how do we strengthen our habits, right? How do we become more patient and disciplined? Well, you practice it every day, right? And that constant repetition is what builds a habit. Because if we're talking about consistently profitable trading, right? It's not a one-time event, right? It's not a one-time thing, right? It's a habit. So how do we build habit? It's with that constant repetition. So I hope everyone's here with a purpose to get better in their habits and in their mindsets rather than their P&L, you know, because the P&L is going to reflect your habits and mindset later. Whoa.
Who's there?
Who's there? Who's there?
What's up, Maverick?
Who's there? Who's there? Who's that?
Hi, Maverick.
Green and Joe just bounced.
Nice. Yeah, exactly, the big M, right? Like, your trade looked good, the inverted celery looked good, but once the candle closed bullish back above the range, it's no longer invalid, right? And you still didn't hit your stop loss yet. So, I mean, that's your opportunity, right? To, rather than taking the full loss, you can now get out with a smaller loss rather than the full loss because of what the market structure is saying, right? And we enter based off market structure, so we need to manage trades based off market structure, and we enter based off candle closure, so we need to manage trades, I think, the same way. Yes, sir, the big M.
Yeah.
TP and stop loss walking away is something I'm working on too. Yes, I think that's a game changer and a great way for you to exercise like just logic in your trade, and two, to work on building confidence as well, because you'll walk away and you'll realize doing that for 2 weeks in a row that, yo, my trades are hitting TP. Like, okay, boom, I'm getting confident now. Like most trades here have hit TP. So I mean, what am I quaking for during the trade, right? If it has hit TP in the past before. So yes, sir, it does a lot of good things. And then the best part about it is it removes all emotional decision making, right? Because your emotions can't phase you now, because one, you got a plan, and two, you're not even at the desk to watch it or do anything, right?
Yeah, man, the management is so key. You know, it's one thing to start to see the concepts, watch the setups unfold, execute when they show up. It's another ball game now to know how to manage them properly. That's, you know, again, that's part two, right? Part one is really studying it, making sure you can recognize it and identify setups, and now comes the real work, right? It's once you find the setup, what do you do with it, right? And how do you manage it? Where do you get in? And then when do you start taking partials? When do you go to break even, right? What zones are you looking left for, like parameters to, you know, take profits and stuff? So, and then can you wait on those parameters, right? Can you actually wait? And then how do you start to act in drawdown, right? How do you start to act when price is going against you, right? These are all things that the trader needs working on, especially like in the beginning, right? For the first couple years, if not throughout your entire career, you're continuing to work on this management phase, right? Getting better at managing, getting calmer and more composed within trades, whether it's profit or drawdown. Because again, a lot of people also lose their composure in profits, meaning like if there's a trade that we take and price starts going into profit, a lot of people will lose their composure. And if, like, let's say we're waiting for this line to get hit, you know, and it takes a little time, they get out right here. Meanwhile, the market was going to send you down there and give you much more profit, right? So it's all about keeping your composure, whether you're in drawdown, which, you know, we seen last week that a lot of people can hold their composure, right? It says a lot when there's one person uncomposed, right, in the chat, and everybody else is calm and cool. It shows me that, okay, these are traders that are starting to understand this. They're starting to not only understand probability, but they're starting to understand how to handle their emotions while in drawdown, right? So, you know, when it's one or two, they stick out like a sore thumb, right? About, you know, what we call it quaking in the chat or whatever. But most people, I'd say 95% of people here, were truly able to hold their composure, right? That's a bigger like victory than you even know about, right? But now the key is, when you hold your drawdown as you're in composure, can you remain composed when we come back in a profit, right? Because a lot of people can't. So the moment that price starts going down, bam, they're out right there. But meanwhile, they should have been holding right down into these ranges. So you stayed composed the entire drawdown. Now you got to hold that composure in profit as well, and make sure, you know, you don't exit until you've planned the exit, right? Until where you plan to exit has been hit. Again, a lot of people do this. They exit here, but then now what happens is their losses, right, are much bigger than their winners. So that's going to hurt you long term, right? So again, if you're going to, you know, manage your composure here, make sure you manage it here in profits too, and really understand, start to get into the mode of learning how to manage trades better, and I guarantee you'll start to see incredible results, right? Better than what you're currently getting right now, especially if you're struggling in those areas. Target tapped.
And I think the big takeaway too from that is like price action is king. Price action's king, right? Do everything based off market structure, because that's where the logic's at. All right, the logic is in the market structure, but the emotions, right, are in you. And if you stop looking at market structure and you start doing what you do, it's gonna be emotional. So, yes, sir. Always listen to price action.
Yes. Let's go. Hey, by the way, some of the merch that we're coming out with is going to be pretty cool, because like these little, so someone's just screenshot that. So these little drawings we're going to put on some of the merch. Well, not maybe or maybe not this one, but there's a few that are really good. Like they're shirt worthy. So we're going to put them on some shirts. So, hey, make sure you guys clip all my funky looking drawings, please. All right.
Yo, it's toned. What up, man? That's an amazing question, bro. Well, it's always great to see a fellow trader, obviously. But yeah, how would the clubhouse benefit you if you don't personally trade the same way, but you love the gems? Well, one, it's gonna help your psychology, right? I mean, the gems in trading remain the same regardless of the strategy we trade for the most part, right? So that your psychology is gonna get stronger. And two, you're gonna be in an environment, bro. You're gonna be in an environment that is filled with like-minded individuals, right, who are encouraging, looking to grow, looking to be better traders, right? And what's the important law of your environment is that you become your environment, right? So yeah, you don't have to take the same trades, but your psychology is going to get stronger, and you're going to be in an environment filled with winners, which will make you a winner. So I think that's how it's going to benefit you.
Yep.
It's a great question.
If this stream here benefits you, then the clubhouse is like this stream on steroids, right? And you got to remember, in the clubhouse, you have a whole you have like an entire database that has a ton of content in it, right? Ton of pre-recorded course videos, plus webinar videos, plus replays of all the live streams. So there's just a lot more when it comes to being able to sit down and learn. Like, the live streams are phenomenal, but then you also have that opportunity to take what you've learned from the live stream, go watch that segment in a course or a webinar, right? And then start to see that same pattern play out in real time. Like, it's like really begins to help you get your reps in and start to see things over and over play out the same way. And again, trading is really about catching on to that, right? That's like anything, trading, surfing, baseball, golf. I mean, everything is about timing, right? Just catching on to it, seeing it over and over, getting the reps in really, and being able to, recognize it sooner. International? Yes, gotta be. It's gotta be. Immediate goal is to get funded, withdraw some profit, and join the clubhouse. I love that. Let us help you get funded here on the YouTube stream, and take some of the YouTube videos that I have out, and just take trading serious. I guarantee you guys, if you put some, like, a little bit more of a emphasis on your trading, I bet you would do better. But instead, you roll out the bed, you show up, it's easy, you press buttons, and you think that it's gonna be like that, but it's not. This is a real business, right? That has to be taken extremely serious, and if you'll do that, you'll be one of the winners. But The word if is very important there, right? It's not can or can't you, it's will or won't you. The Riz is in the building. How we feeling, Rizzy? How was the weekend? How was the
What's up,
weekend?
Riz? It's time to riz some trades up.
It's time to Riz some trades. Let's go. I love it. Love it. All right, man. This 1 hour candle going to come to a close here in about 2 minutes. Wow.
4 hour
happened
too.
quickly. Yeah, 4 hour. I'm sorry. I meant to say 4 hour.
I think this makes our session a bit easier with the 4 hour closure now.
Yeah, possibly could. Probably could. Yeah, those are good goals to have. You know, now you got to ask yourself, well, how does it all happen, right? Like, because remember, I want you to understand, everyone got a goal. Everyone sets goals, but very few hit them, right? Because, again, it's nice to think about it. Oh, man, this is my goal, and once I hit it, man, this will happen, and that'll be great. But then there's no, like, real true commitment. Like, you got to commit, right? It's just one thing you got to do, and it's got to be commitment. And you know, you got to be committed to the mundane, little, boring actions that it takes to be successful. You know, it's not exciting, right? A lot of times it's not exciting. It's not, you know, the most amazing thing in the world. It's actually very simple, you know, very, very simple and very mundane, you know, and just boring and the same thing over and over again. But my golly, my goodness, what you can do with the profits is just incredible. You know, it's absolutely incredible.
Chat, it really comes down to, you know, establishing a set of rules that consistently put the probabilities in your favor long term, and then it's all about showing up and following those set of rules every freaking day, right? Like, amateur traders, most traders are gonna show up here to try to get rich quick, but me and Nick are gonna show up here and we're gonna just follow our set of rules that consistently put the odds in our favor every day, and that's how we're gonna win long term, right? Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, just showing up here and being disciplined. Right, and doing that every single day is what makes us a great trader.
Yep.
So if you haven't yet established your set of rules that are going to put the odds in your favor long term, you got to do that, right? That'll make your job way easier, because then now your job is simply to show up and follow that. There's nothing to it besides that right there. Yep. Right, Nick? Like, we didn't show up here Monday to look to do something different. No, just following our rules that work. And we're going to do that tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, and then for the rest of our life.
So just get used to it. You know, there's no, hey, I'll do that until. It's just, no, I'll just do that. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, man.
All right, here's our closure. We got a 1 hour closure, 30 closure, 4 hour closure, all that good stuff. So I think 30 closure below 47.37 is probably going to be a good idea. We're kind of looking at this target tapped concept here. Could the 4 hour continue moving bullish today? Yes, absolutely, right? Does it have a high probability of potentially pulling back? Yeah, I think it does, especially if we can get a closure back below 37. I think that 4 hour can start to dump a little bit here. So let's see if we can get that closure either on the 15, most likely on the 15 or the 30 below 37. Look, if we remain above 37, then this 4 hour candle can just pump up, right? This could easily just be the bottom wick on the new 4 hour candle. Price closes back above the range, right? Support gets formed, and then this is where the more buys can start to pan out here. So let's see if we can actually get a closure below on the 30-minute or 15-minute time frame, and then we go from there. Probably more the 30. 15 might lay a fake out there, so probably 30 closure.
Yeah, I like that. You got that resistance too on the 30-minute.
Yeah.
That you marked up as well. Yo, happy Mother's Day to everyone in the chat too. Hope everyone had a good Mother's Day weekend.
Mother's Day, mothers.
Shout out the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day. Let's go. All the mamas out there. Y'all know exactly why you're trading. Now think about why are you breaking your plan? Right? That doesn't seem like you. That doesn't seem what you would normally do, mama. Right? You wouldn't just know what to do and not do it when it comes to, you know, helping your children and, you know, so just lock in. right? Lock in. You could provide a very, very incredible life for your children through this skill set. And it's just about, getting it down and knowing why you're doing it and knowing why you're staying steady with it, right? I mean, every time I want to break my plan, there's times where I want to break my plan, and there's times where I pretty much know where direction is, and I know I can probably, sneakily squeeze 10 grand out of the market. But I don't do that, right? I don't do that because I know I need to stay fixated on what works long term, right? Because if I go against my plan, take a random trade and make 10 grand, you think I'm going to do that again or never again? Probably again, right? Probably again. And we know that that's not going to work. And all of a sudden that can take 10 and then 20 and then 30 and then 40. And within 4 or 5 trades, here I am, blew it for my family, right? So we know what we're doing. We know who we're doing it for. We just got to stay locked in, man. Every time you think about breaking your plan, just think about your son or your daughter and say, you know what? Yeah. Their future matters. Their future matters more than this trade. That's what I would say. I'll say, you know what? Their future matters more than this trade. Their future matters more than what I can possibly make here on this little, sell or this little buy, right? I need to stick to what works long term, right? Because I want to provide and I want to, produce for my family long term.
Well, I love that, bro.
Pay the rent.
Yeah, man. That why, bro. When you figure out that why, man, then it makes sense to be patient and disciplined, right? That gives you a purpose now of being patient and disciplined. So I think it fuels you to do the right things in your journey and in your process. So that's a big key right there.
Heck yeah. What's up, Magnus?
Yes,
how you
What's
feeling?
up, man?
How you feeling?
Good to see you after a long weekend. What's up, John?
What up, brother?
There's
Yes,
the man, the
good
myth.
to see you too.
Yes, sir. What up, Rafi? W webinar this week.
My brothers.
And
Good morning. How we feeling? How you doing?
Brother.
Incredible, brother. You?
Phenomenal, man.
Oh, man.
How
Guys
about you,
had a
Rafi?
Great weekend, man. I'm blessed, bro. Happy to be
Yes,
back.
sir. Let's get it.
We're here.
Really was a great weekend, man.
Yeah, it
Phenomenal.
was
Rafi, that webinar was incredible, bro.
absolutely
Thank you,
insane.
Thank you, bro.
Spitting the gems.
Literally.
Great job.
Just making people think, man. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Can we get in
Just
the
planting
mode,
seeds,
baby?
right?
Can we lock in
Yeah, that's all we need to do, man.
the prep work?
Yeah. How you prepare yourself. Level of preparation will affect your psychology. We already know that.
Yeah, bro. Amazing. Are the webinars
Hope you
live?
guys-
Yes. All live. Every Saturday we do a webinar. You believe that? Every Saturday we do a webinar. Full on webinar. It's incredible.
It really is.
One or two sentences. That's all you need. And I know a lot of you guys got a lot of sentences, so it was a
notes.
productive day.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Really good. Really good.
Yeah, man. Notebook on fire after every Saturday.
Right. Notebook
have to
and
go on a
computer
walk,
on
bro.
fire.
We have to go on a walk just to let all that steam, all that energy out.
Oh, for real? Nah.
Literally, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And you're like, damn, did he really say it? Like, damn, he also said that?
Ponder about it.
It's like, did anyone else
man,
hear that?
dude.
Wow.
Or was
That
it
was
just me?
insane.
I feel like he's talking like right to me.
No, it was good. A lot of big takeaways.
Yeah,
Lot of
man.
big- but that
Webinars
prep
are
work,
always
man.
gas.
That preparation. Yeah, all those webinars, they all go into the database as well. So when you're in the clubhouse, you can, watch shows. You can watch them live, or if you're busy, you can always go back to them and watch them.
You can always
Yeah.
watch them 20 times.
Yeah. Hey, give me
For
one
real?
sec.
How many hours do we even have? That's a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Maybe like 1,000.
I don't even know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, with sessions too, at least.
Yeah, man.
Can't be saying you're bored, man. You got a lot of hours to watch.
Right, dude? It's like no one should just be
What am I
doom
gonna
scrolling
do
on
this
their phone.
weekend? Man, just go to the replays, man. You got a lot. You got hours.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. Anyone in the clubhouse looking to better their trading should never be doom scrolling on the weekend. They should at least be in the course watching those webinars or something.
Yeah.
That always beats doom scrolling.
Game changers, man.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah, in the home, man. For real, yeah. Weekly, all the sessions. It's always up, always consistent. Yes, John, trading futures here. This is MGC, gold contracts.
Yo, who watched the boxing fight this weekend? I know
didn't watch
Richard here.
Yeah, I didn't watch the boxing fight.
You
but
didn't?
I seen the UFC. I didn't watch it, but I seen the UFC fight. But
How was the UFC?
UFC was really good. It was actually crazy. The guy was supposed to win, lost. Like the champ lost.
Oh
the
yeah,
belt,
that was a good
so,
fight.
Dang.
Yeah, Green was up here too, so we were watching him at Green. I'm surprised we didn't put on any boxing. I know Green likes that.
Did I hear someone was broke
Nah, but that
and bored? Someone say they were broke and bored? I thought I heard you guys talking about someone was broke and bored. I was gonna say, if you're broke, that's one thing. Bored, one thing. But to be broke and bored, that's special.
You can't do that.
That's a special individual right there.
Like, what are you doing?
You're like a broken board at that point.
It's like time's ticking.
Bro, yeah, that UFC fight was nuts. Man. I can't believe that one dude won.
Yeah, shout out Strickland, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, bro, that Du Bois Broadly fight, bro. That was, if you guys watched that, man, that was a good one, man.
Was that the boxing fight?
Like, yeah, bro, got knocked down within 10 seconds on the first round. And he just stayed with it, and ended up having a technical knockout.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Damn. Sounds mad good.
I don't be watching boxing like that. I don't really know any. I'm not like up to date on boxing.
No, me neither.
Not even UFC. Not even UFC. But that UFC fight was pretty good.
It really was.
At least they actually stood up and fought. And not like on the ground the whole time.
Went all 5 rounds too. Which were 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was crazy. Could you imagine going 5 rounds with 1 minute break? That's wild.
The guy who lost 2 is undefeated. So that guy gave him his first L.
Yeah. Why didn't I take the 15? I was not looking to take a sell above that range there. Yeah. This candle still may not close above, but we'll see. We got a little time on this 30. Like if this candle can move back up would be great. This 30-minute candle have that 15 kind of close like a celery play. And then you get a 30 breakout there, that would be great.
Yeah, that'd be much better.
Yeah, the respect after the fight. He said, yo, I didn't mean to talk to you like that, bro. Watch bleeders all weekend. What'd you guys trade this weekend? You guys trading crypto? I seen someone took some crypto trades.
Yeah, flower no topic. It'd be nice to see maybe like a topic, like little, like wake up maybe first, yeah, before we take sells. But we'll see.
It has a topic.
Word. But you know what I mean, like a steeper one.
Maybe a little packy. Don't need it, but
Yep.
could use it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be bad.
Yep.
15
Yeah,
celery, 30 onion would be great here.
Yes, sir.
Let's get rid of that. We'll see. What book do I like other than Trading in the Zone? The subconscious mind topic? Oh man, there's a ton. Do you want to keep it trading related, or are you trying to venture out a little bit? Venture out. You got really good books. Trading, there's I mean, there's a bunch of. I haven't read a lot of trading books, but I've definitely read a lot of books on the mind.
Yeah, he said other than
Oh,
trading.
other than trading. Oh, I thought you said other than trading. Trading in the zone. My bad. Yeah. So let's think. So yeah, obviously you have the power of the subconscious mind. Right. That's a good one. Or Think and Grow Rich. Right. It talks a lot about the subconscious mind, like a lot. What else? Magic of Thinking
Yeah,
Big.
few.
Talks a lot about thinking in the subconscious mind and programming it. What to say when you talk to yourself. Another insane book when it comes to the power of the mind and programming the mind and all that. What else, Johnny Gems? Anything else?
Think and Grow Rich. Outwin the
As a
Devil,
Man Thinketh.
I think.
Really good
As
book.
a Man Thinketh. The Power of Positive Thinking.
Yeah,
That book that
one's
Rafi
fire.
likes.
Yeah, trade set.
What is it called?
Cybernetics.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
book.
fire
I
one.
watched
That's
some
my
YouTube
dude
on
right
that.
there.
I never
Bro,
read that book,
one's insane.
but I have.
Maxwell Maltz. Bro, the funny thing is that the guy, he was a plastic surgeon. And he started seeing, like how self-image actually affects you as a person, just, what you do with overall everything. So, and this is something, we talked about, the whole identity thing, and it's powerful book.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. There was that one Tony Robbins one. It's been a while since I read it. I think it was Awakening the Giant Within, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becoming Supernatural, really good book. There's another book called Mindset by Carol Weck. It talks about the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. There's another book, not The Magic of Thinking Big. It's called The Magic of Believing. Really, really good book.
Man, those are a lot of great books right there that you just recommended. So
Yeah, get
Check
started
out
there,
those.
and then once you're done with those, give me a holler, and we'll give you some more.
yep. And if you got trade set, then you could just look through there, because we
Yeah.
got a bunch of great book library and book recommendations in trade set too. So
Yeah, it's true. Book for beginner traders, The Forex Mindset by Jared Martinez. Solid. I wish I knew that information earlier. Thank God one of my friends recommended it to me at the perfect time. Perfect time.
such a good book.
Yeah, The Forex Mindset by Jared Martinez. I think every trader should read that book.
It's a phenomenal one.
It really is.
Yep.
One of the only books you'll need. The name of the book that Rafi likes is called, is it Psycho-Cybernetics? Is that what- Psycho-Cybernetics.
Spot
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Really
here, let me
good for
just
like
send you a-
self-image and stuff.
Let me send that here on the chat. Let me just find a picture of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Here, I have it right here. Where was it?
If you're using
Let me
trade
just
set,
get it.
it's on trade set too. You can find it.
I think it's in my room. Hold on.
Pretty sure it's there. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, if you're using the trade set journal that we use, go over to building. Yeah, go back over to building, and then come over down to these books, and then it'll be in here for you. Yeah, I forget where it is, but somewhere in here. The strangest secret hung by the tongue. Whoa, whoa, whew. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
I
one.
haven't
Yeah,
read
it's
that
right
one.
there. Yeah.
The tongue of creative
I think
force.
I saw it in there.
Insane.
It's in the very bottom, I think, Nick. If
Oh,
you
it's on
go
the bottom.
down, right.
Uh,
I thought I saw it there somewhere. Huh.
It's here. It's somewhere here. If not,
Yeah,
then
I
we'll
know I
always
saw
add
it there
but-
somewhere.
It's
I
this
know.
one here too, Rafi, right? It's the same
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yep. You got it.
Fire one.
Good book. Good book.
What a book.
Outsmarting Reality is another great book.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I really like that one.
Yeah, for real. I'm reading it right now.
Incredible
Nice, man.
book.
It's a good book.
Incredible.
Yeah, I'm currently reading a collection of Neville Goddard's books. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Neville before, but
Is
Wow.
that the power of imagination?
yeah, yep.
That huge book that was in your garage too.
It's like 10 books.
Insane.
It's 10 of his books, all in one book.
Yep.
It's awesome.
Nick, would you like to buy here?
I mean, the 4-hour technically is bullish, but we're kind of buying into resistance. Daily kind of, didn't really break the highs there. Yeah, there might be some potential. I mean, if you get the support formed here, that means that the 30 is going to close above. So that means that
With
you'll have a
celery
30-minute
too.
celery, 4-hour
Yeah.
bullish, 1-hour bullish. The 1 hour is my only problem here.
Yeah, true. It just
Um,
it can't break the highs too. We can't this because it's a smaller range
Yeah.
already now. So
Because you got to
or
understand.
range 2. Range 2 would be great.
Like what can happen too is that a lot of buyers could be hanging on here trying to get back in, right? So you get this support, and then like we see this all the time where like the buyers now get activated, and then the closure back below,
Exactly.
right? So
Range
this range 2 sell would be good, but then that means you gotta pick that side and avoid that buy. All right, because if you're thinking about price rejecting off the 4-hour highs, which I'm a little bit more in favor for that, then you don't want to take the buy here, right? Because that kind of ruins your idea now on the sell. Because if the sells are going to play out, it's likely to grab liquidity off the buy, right? Off of a support level or something, break the highs, and then come back down and close below. So the question is, although the daily is bullish, it filled the wick already. The 4-hour is bullish. It pushed up and it closed right at resistance. The 1-hour is bullish, but it's way overextended, right? And then the 30-minute now as well here. So you're kind of in this range where you don't want to buy because the target's already been tapped. You don't want to sell yet because you're still above 37. So that's where I think the closure back below 37 comes into play. And then if gold wants to continue running bullish today, then maybe just don't even touch it, right? Just don't even bother with it based off of the 30 and the 1-hour being so overextended and the 4-hour tapping target. So yeah, I'm pretty bearish for the most part. For some reason I just don't like these buys up here.
We have also tapped all higher time frame targets, so I mean it makes sense.
Exactly. So to take a buy, with this small little range left on the 4-hour and the 1-hour kind of already tapped it, 30 getting a little unstable. I think we can get a support on the 15, closure below that support, and then take sells coming down.
Wow, that move right there is what I'm looking for, Dave.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Looking good.
Yep. because you're gonna get you'll likely get a 15-minute support here, but you know, at the same time with the 1 hour, 4 hour, 30, all this and daily, all overextended, all tapping target, I don't think it's that wise to continue buying up here. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's true.
But then again,
Yeah, I would.
you got celery play. Everything's pointing up. Everything's bullish. So we'll have to see how the candle closes.
Yeah, gotta decide here. But we got 7 minutes. Let's see how that thing closes. Might have even closed no top wick or do something, or just run without a bottom wick, or we never know.
You never know. You never know. Mm-mm. 1 hour got a wick to fill, support. Yeah, it's tricky right now, because you're bullish, but at the same time, you've already tapped targets. All right, so 1 hour wick's been filled, 4 hour range has been filled, 1 hour range, just, this kind of half this range here, done, 30-minute done, 15 tapped, create a resistance, so, yeah. But then again, I mean,
but then again,
snappy,
So what do you
happy
guys-
Monday.
What do you guys learn? What do you guys learn now? That there's no right or wrong in trading, right? It's all
Are we
about,
buying or selling?
It's all about how do the concepts make sense to you right now to use.
for
That's
real,
it.
man.
Buying or
That's
selling?
it, bro. Because guess what? We could do everything right and be wrong. We could do everything wrong and be right. So it's a really messed up thing, right? No right or wrong here. Just take the concepts and use them to your best freaking advantage.
Literally, man. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let's go, GN Trade. Request the first payout. Let's get it, man.
Mm-mm. But then again,
But then again.
Yeah, hilarious. Man.
hey, nobody knows nothing.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Requested first payout. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's not that I never take a trade. It's just that I think you're probably comparing me to the other streamers that you follow who take like 15, 18 trades a day on the 1 minute time frame. So it's not that I don't take trades. I'm just very picky and selective, and I wait on 15 or 30 or even sometimes 1 hour closures, where a lot of other traders, they just, they don't care if they're going to take a bunch of trades and hopefully, end up a winner at the end of the day with the 1 minute time frame, and that's fine. It's just not my style of trading. Yeah, I'd rather not trade that way, to be honest. It's too much work. Too much work for that. I'd rather wait, sit, be selective, get the best trading probability to show up, execute the trade, make 5 to 10 grand, call it a day, come back to the next session, do it again. I'm not the guy that needs to be in and out and, taking another one and oh, we lost that one, but you know what? That one wasn't, that one wasn't that good. Like, I don't want to take trades that wasn't that good and, then get back in. It's just not my style.
The big question to ask yourself before any trade you take, right? Think about what most traders do. Most traders, they think about how much are they going to win on the trade, right? But what the pros do is they think, is this trade even worth the loss, right? And that's the big difference between a pro trader and an amateur trader is the pro ain't going to take a trade unless he's 100% convinced, right, that it's his edge. And if it's his edge, then he is 100% okay with the loss. And it's worth the loss at that point, right? So I think that's a big question to ask yourself, right? Always search for that convincing feeling, right? Always look to have that convincing feeling before your entry, but also ask yourself, is the trade worth the loss?
Again, a lot of people got the game confused. They don't really understand the game of winning long term. So they think it's something that it isn't. And, there's a lot of those little trades that, like John just said, I would look at that. And if I took a loss on that, I would You know, I would not be a happy camper. So I want to take trades that I'm okay with losing, especially if I'm going to lose possibly $10,000 on the trade, right? We're not playing with little peanuts here, right? We're not playing on little demo accounts. Like this is trading, right? This is raw trading here. So you got to wait for the right opportunity to strike, especially, you know, if one trade can basically take care of all of your monthly expenses, why would you rush that trade? Why would you not take pride in that next trade, knowing you can make, you know, X amount of dollars? And, you know, you gotta have that mindset and that mentality before it's 10 grand or 5 grand, right? I developed that mindset when I was just making $100 off of a trade. So you got to develop that mindset and stick with it.
Yep.
Holy NQ. What the hecky? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's go.
Damn.
Yeehaw. No wonder why some of you guys are quiet here today, chat. You guys are stuck in this.
Jeez.
S&P 500 up today, baby.
That's good. Yeah, almost every day, yeah.
Who took the NQ buy at 9:30?
Hey guys, don't worry about the condition of the country. The stock market's up. Everyone chill.
That's fine, bro.
Stock market's good. Don't worry.
If the stock market's up, then we're up.
That's very true. If the stock market's down, then guess what? We're still up.
We're up. Yeah, we're still up.
Still up.
Because guess what? It's going to come back up anyways.
And guess what? I'm only dollar cost average again. How you doing?
Still unrealized profit.
Market goes down, I buy more.
Exactly.
Bro, it's just
That's the best time
unrealized.
to buy.
Yeah.
The best time to buy is when the market is down, bro.
Hey, last week, by the way, was lit.
Don't be scared.
We were in a trade almost
Just
the
buy
entire
one.
session, almost every session. That was
Oh,
epic.
yeah.
We what you said?
We were basically in a trade the entire session, almost every,
Yeah,
almost
that's
all
wild.
sessions last week.
Wild.
People really worked on their skill of handling
No
drawdown.
facts. I was proud of you
Bro,
guys.
literally, we started off Monday in London with like an hour trade. Then you had that with like 2-hour trade. Then we had another one with like 1-hour trade too.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yo, you guys can hear that noise?
Nope. I hear Axel,
Oh,
and then I
okay.
hear you guys.
Mm-mm.
Honestly, all I
Yeah.
heard was like a drop of water.
Yeah, no, we got people here cleaning the vents of the house. I don't know, it's just kind of loud. Yeah.
I heard nothing. I could hear
Yeah,
a
okay,
pin
cool.
drop.
Nice and quiet.
Okay, cool.
Bump, bump, bump.
Alrighty, Goldie.
15, no bottom wick. That's annoying. 30's gonna have a bottom wick here. 15 is the issue. But either way, we need a good top wick. Even a 15 celery, 15 celery on the next candle, right? Being that this
Oh,
one
yeah.
doesn't have a bottom wick, let that happen. Break of the lows, or you know, maybe we could just get in off a good 30-minute top wick here. We'll have to see how price reacts.
Oh yeah.
30 looks
15
great.
celery will be incredible here.
Yeah, 30 looks awesome. 15 is the, you know, the one that's not the best, and the 1 hour.
Yeah,
obviously.
30 looks good.
Hey, boys. Let
Hey.
me just mute myself
How are you?
real quick. I'll be back.
Do your thing, brother.
So
Oh my God, that guy actually moves. I didn't even think he moved. Hey. Wow.
hey
Uh-oh.
yo.
Oh.
He moved.
Oh my God, what are they gonna do with Rafi? That guy had a
bro,
big
what
freaking
they
rope
took him
around his
down,
neck.
they took him.
Hold on, yo.
Is that
Is this
a-
guy good?
Hey, yo.
The last thing I seen was that dude swinging a rope up around the back of his neck. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo.
Rafi, you good, bro?
Oh, his hands weren't even on the keyboard there.
Rafi, hit a 1 in the chat if you're all right, or if you're not all right.
Calling 911, bro.
Yo.
Somewhere in Idaho. I don't know.
I need emergency in Idaho. Like, hurry up.
Where? I have no idea. Find him.
Wherever the man's
Honestly, it's
from.
probably too late now. All right, see you later.
Damn.
Okay, that about to cost you like $5,000 right there, Johnny, for that call.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now I missed the wig flip.
Eh. We
Yeah,
missed
didn't
it, but
miss
again, you know, you got no wick on the 15 here. So the entry would have to be on the 30
Tough
there.
15.
Yeah.
Very tough 15.
That's
yeah.
trash.
And I'm scared the 1 hour
Trash.
could like push up as well.
Yeah, it can.
It would maybe be just a little bit better if we had gotten like a 15 pack or something, but we got nothing there.
Or just a wick. Wick would have been ideal.
Yeah, just like something.
It'll probably just fill his wick and then reject. Come back.
Yeah, we'd probably just reject and come back up. 1 hour still doesn't have much of a. I mean, it has a little high, but. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bro, I'm about to rewatch Rafi on the YouTube stream here. Make sure he's all good. Like,
Damn, bro, you should have seen that. Man swings a rope and then he turns the camera off.
That was
oh,
crazy.
bro.
That was crazy.
That looked insane.
Pray for Rafi.
He moved.
He moved. Legendary.
Damn, alright.
Market killed him. Man down, man down.
Did to some people.
Oh yeah, it's Iowa. That's right.
Iowa.
Wait,
Man
what did
in
you say,
Iowa.
John? Did you say like Idaho or something?
Yeah, I,
I
said
thought
Idaho.
I don't even
I
know.
thought it was Idaho.
I think I said Idaho.
Bro, I have no idea. I don't even know what's state and what's not.
Yeah, no.
Iowa.
There's like a couple of states that sound exactly like
Yeah, bro, I have no idea about all that.
Iowa.
I just know I know Florida, and I know New York.
In California.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Those are the top 3 states.
No, also wait, no, that's not
Texas,
probably.
and
I don't even
Texas.
know. Oh yeah, Texas, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Something called like Mississippi too. I don't know. Los Angeles, is that like a city or a state?
That's the city, Los Angeles.
Oh wow,
The state is California.
bro, I gotta. Oh, is it?
Yep, California. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Los
Nice.
Angeles.
Have you guys
is
been there?
California.
Yes, sir.
I haven't.
Oh, fine.
Not yet. I will one day though.
Yeah, cool.
We missed buys. Where'd we miss buys? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you got a moving average. No buys for me.
I love when people are like to Nick, like you missed a trade, but they could have took that trade themselves.
Bro, just take it.
Yo, we missed it.
Like
What do you
what?
mean? I'm over here in Tampa. You're in Iowa. What do you mean we?
Someone will really come and say like, yeah, we missed the trade here.
Either
Wait,
either
what?
way, if I entered here with this no wick, I would have had to enter here, and I'd be, you know, sitting in drawdown too. Yeah, wait for the 1 hour closure. It's probably, yeah, if this 15 had a wick, you know, I would have been in there, right? But now that it doesn't, you know, you can't, again, it's one of the rules, right? Don't enter off of a bearish candle with no bottom wick. You guys should respect the fact that I follow my rules. I don't think there's many traders out there that'll follow their rules to the T. So instead of being like, yo, you could have been in, you should be like, this guy does not deviate from his plan. You should be admiring that. I was admiring those traders that did stuff like that, not trying to convince me to make bad moves like you. You know, hey, oh, let's get in there. Oh, you get in there. You get in there, buddy. All right, I'm gonna follow my plan to the T, no matter who says what, when they say it. Chat, this chat, that chat. Doesn't Raja Banks himself can come on the live stream right now and say, Nick, enter off the break of the, and I will not do it. I will follow my plan at all costs. You should admire that, gang. You should be happy that you have a leader who will sit here and do stuff like that instead of forcing trades. You mother.
Exactly. I told you on the beginning of the stream. I said we have a job to do today. Follow our rules. No one else. No, your rules don't matter. You know, compared to our rules.
True.
My buys were above. Yeah, that was all the way down here. And this candle had no bottom wick. I got to follow my rule, man. I just can't get in, right? I know it's something you're used to doing and doing it all, but I got to follow rules here, gang. If I want to stay profitable, I got to follow those rules at all costs. Right? I can't just, oh, well, I feel like it and it might go. This doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Trust. You've probably been doing it that way for a long time. Look at your results, and then look at my results, right? And then compare them and say, oh, you know what? Which way should I do it? And if you got better results than me, then, you know, do it your way. But if you want similar results that I got, then just follow my lead, G. Just calm down.
Yeah, bro.
Calm down.
Try to learn, let the teacher teach. If you're trying to trade, then take your trades.
I know what I'm doing here. I'm not a new trader. Look at that. We've been sitting in drawdown heavy. Heavy. Looking like this thing wants to close back above now. Your mother, happy Mother's Day. My kids are watching the stream. Literally.
What's up, Belay?
Oh,
What's
Clubhouse,
up,
you
Maverick?
guys
What
are
up,
fun.
Kingston? Hey, mommy.
Happy your Mother's Day. There you go. That's how I took a loss on Friday. 15-minute candle at no bottom wick. Took it anyways. Yeah, man. It's again. It's not that I don't want to trade. Like I would love to get into a trade right now, but you know I still got to follow my rules. You know what I mean? I would love to get from this side of town over to the next side in 5 minutes, even though it takes 15. But that doesn't mean I could just run every red light and stop sign and push people off the road to get to where I'm trying to be, right? You got to still follow the rules. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. What about that last 5, dude? What about the sells, though? The sells were ready to go, and then the 15 closed with no bottom wick. So again, following my rules, right? Not following my emotions, not following my temptations, not following my greed, not following my wants, but following my system. My system, because my system protects me from going against it due to greed and wanting and all that stuff, right? You got to follow the system, man.
Remember, there's a thing we talked about and teach. It's called higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, right? So 15-minute time frame is bearish, but it has no lower wick, so that doesn't look good for sells. 30-minute looked great for sells, but the 1 hour and 4 hour were bullish. So if we're correlating the time frames now, it's like, is that a strong correlation when only one of the time frames out of the 3 or 4 is valid? No, right? Like we would like to see the other time frames start to align with the valid time frame that looks good. So yeah, it just shows like being patient here and how less is more, right? It's a great example how less is more. I mean, we'd be in drawdown right now, potentially coming back up to push bullish, and we would take a loss just because we took a trade, right? And it's that type of patience and discipline that will avoid taking unnecessary loss like this.
Just to entertain you.
Yep.
Right? This isn't an entertainment trade. This is where we're trying to be professionals, right? And selective and actually make money. That's why you have millions of dollars in payouts, right? You got hundreds of thousands of dollars here, right, that are being made because this isn't tradertainment in a way. I mean, it's, we're trying to display what it looks like to be profitable long-term for you.
Remember this too, right? Profitable trading is boring trading, right? And why are we bored? Like, what makes someone bored? Probably the fact that they're doing nothing, right? So if profitable trading is boring trading, then doing nothing as a trader is the best thing to do, right? And just waiting. So, yeah, man.
And now look, if we get a support now, right? Now you drop that down. Let's say this candle closed with now top wick. Now what happens is typically, right? This is what will happen. Price will move up, activate buyers after activating the sellers here, right? And then it'll close back below, drop like this, and then this next candle will move perfectly smooth. And guess who will be in that one? You got it. Me. Right? I'll be in that one where things start moving nice and smooth after liquidity's been kind of grabbed. Everything looks a lot more familiar. Things settle down. Here's my confirmation. Here's my trading candle. There's my target. Boom. Educational entertainment. There you go. Trader B versus Trader A, yeah. Am I open to the buys here with the 4 hour being the bottom wick? Possibly. Again, that defeats us waiting for the sells though, right? Because if I believe that this candle will close bullish and then the buyers are going to get faked out here, right? So price is going to move up, tap the buyers in, and then start pushing down, then that defeats the purpose of my bearish bias, right? In this targeted tap area. So it just depends how this candle closes, right? But likely to maybe close a no top wick, and that'll make our job extremely easy for the selling opportunity. Yeah, everything's still bullish. Yep, everything's still bullish. The thing, but let me ask you, where is it bullish? So everything is still bullish, right? So would you rather take, with the same exact price action, right? Would you rather be bullish here for a buy or bullish, or what about bullish here? Right? So yes, we're bullish on the higher time frame, but where are we bullish? Are we on our way to a target? Have we tapped into a target? What are we doing, right? What have we actually done? So could this candle flip up? Of course. But will it go any further? Right? It could. But will it, right? Will you have enough probability on your side right now to say, hey, you know what? We should push through those highs and then keep moving up. So that's the question. A lot of times the candlesticks will, help us out with that. So let's see if this guy closed with a wick or no wick or what happens here. Withdrawals on live, not too many. I've only taken 2, one for 80 grand or one for 70 grand, one for 10 grand. So I don't really need to take too many. I just kind of like to build it. But yeah, I would say any newer trader, when I was newer, I would be doing like once a week or at least once a month, just to start to taste some profits, take some withdrawals. Sometimes I would do it after a nice big trade. I'll take all the profits from that trade and just take it. You know what I mean? It's really whatever you want to do. But if you want to get yourself on a nice system, once a week or really once a month is probably your best bet.
Yeah, Simsy, I like to do it bi-weekly or either once a month. And most times I'll take out 50%. Most times. And leave the other 50%. I think that's nice. But that's most times.
So if you make a G, you take what, 500 and leave 5?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Take 500, leave 5, pay myself plus reinvest into the business, and that's the goal. Treat trading like a business. So yeah. Put 5 in the bank, keep 5 in the account, and keep compounding the account. That's a good idea. Exactly. Some people aren't even in position, so everyone's plan is different, right? So some people are just going to want to compound their account, so they don't want to take any money out. They want to build it, and they actually want to put money in. So that way next year when they're trading, their account is 25, 30, 35, 40,000, and then they could start to plan for like bigger withdrawals and stuff like that. So it's just all about your plan, what it is that you're, how urgent do you need the money, right? In some people's cases, believe it or not, you're going to have so much money in the bank at one point, you don't want any more money in the bank, right? You don't even want to withdraw. You're trying to either keep that in your account or maybe move it into investments. So it just all depends on where you are and what you're using the money for. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see. 15 candle close. Oh yeah,
definitely need a bottom weight though.
NQ, let's take a look.
NQ.
Yikes.
Damn, bro, this pure barcode right there.
Look at the 30. Damn. Ugh, look at that 1 hour. Tough. So you got CPI coming in tomorrow too, so that's another reason to just make sure you're waiting for an A+ setup today. It's Monday. You're ahead of CPI. Most traders don't even care about that stuff. The new live capital on trade set, you can plan it all there. Yes, it's perfect. Yeah, you can plan it all there. You can go in, you can put, balance in, monthly contribution or weekly, and yeah, set it all up like that. All right, let's talk here. So we got a 4 hour, right? Our 4 hour is bullish. Our 1 hour is still bullish. Our 30 minute is not necessarily bullish, but working on a closure here in about 12 minutes. And the 15 closed. So being that I'm not fully sold on the buys, here's what I will do. I'll wait and I'll see, is this candle going to close below? And if it does, I'm going off my sell bias. If it doesn't and price close above, then that means we have a 15-minute celery, 30-minute onion, wick to fill, and I'd much rather take that trade. Or what'll happen is this candle will go like this and fill the range, and then therefore I just won't take a trade, and that's nothing that I haven't seen already. I've already seen this candle fill the range, this candle fill the range, so it's nothing, you know, nothing I haven't seen, right? So I don't care if I lose on that or lose out on that opportunity. I'd rather wait for the 15 to close. We get a closure below, I take sells. We get a closure back above. We got 15-minute celery plus 30-minute onion, and that's my last shot for the session to potentially get into a trade here. That's that. That's that. It's bullish down. It's bullish.
Wait, what?
Yeah, live capital. Yep. Yeah. So let's see. We either get a big push up now, or we get a 30-minute onion, 15 celery, or we get this 15-minute to do a range 2 breakout and take the sells from there. One more break of the high of this high would be great, because I know there's a lot of buyers sitting up there too. So hey Rafi, you're back. How are you?
Yo, we're back.
We thought you were
Dude,
we thought you might have to. We weren't sure what was going on there.
No, they're cleaning the vent, so they had to come over here, and the machine was loud. I'm like, I'm just
Bro, go back and watch the stream later. As you turned your camera off, the guy was literally looking like he was like about to throw the rope over your head. Whatever wire he had.
No way.
Yeah, that was so funny,
We
man.
weren't sure about you, man. We called the
It really was
the
funny.
Iowa State Police, so we didn't. Yeah. Someone called. I don't know who it was.
Yeah, you should have seen his eyes. He was just looking at his stuff, and he was like I don't know, like he was in Mars. I'm like, bro, it's just an office with a bunch of charts. That's it.
What do you do here, man? I was looking to do something
Yeah,
on
he
top
was
of
just
my
looking at the
full-time job.
office. Looking at the office like this, and just like I got some things here on the window, on the wall. He's like, I'm like, bro, just that's
What's going
funny.
on here?
that looks
I'm
funny.
so happy and grateful now to make $100,000 a month. Who are you?
Yeah, I have everything on the. I have a calendar over here, and I have everything written down there. So I'm sure he was looking at those things.
It'll be like my mom's reaction the first time she ever opened up John's notebook. I'm an 8-figure trader. I'm an 8-figure trader. I'm an 8-figure trader. I'm an 8-figure trader. My mom's like, is this kid gone crazy? What's happening here? I'm like, oh no, he's just, reprogramming the old rig up there. That's all. That's all.
Literally, bro.
369. Oh man. You think the counter trend idea is going to? Yeah, I think so too. I think it could. Being at the 4-hour tap target and all that, I think it could definitely work. Everything else a little overextended, so yeah, we'll see. We got 9 minutes, so if that happens, we're in there.
I like that idea a lot. Don't like the buys at this point.
Yeah. I feel like all the late buyers are going to try and step in right now. B-risk, depending on this closure, man. I mean, if we get a 15 closure below, I'll probably lean more towards A. We get that wick fill and then the potential range fill, especially if we can break the highs one more time on this 15. Then I know, okay, buyers are most likely activated there on the break of the high, and if we can close below then yeah, that looks probably pump the risk up a little bit here on this lovely Monday. Oh, the family seen the desk? You should have seen back in the day. I had this thing written on my steering wheel. Freak people out all the time. It's like one of my goals, and it said like "earn your pillow" on it and everything. They were like, "What's up with this guy?" I was like, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. I don't care if it goes up. Yeah, because we're right at targets. You know what I mean? Like this is also a target at the same time. So I don't want to buy into a resistance. It's not that I'm marrying an idea. I'm just using logic, right? On the chart, you have a target right here that has been tapped by this massive candle, right? That just pumped up out of nowhere. The 1 hour candles are way too overextended, right? To go ahead and try and attempt buys. Plus, again, the target had been tapped. 30-minute, we can see, right? Losing steam now. Taps target, comes back, closed very weak, bullish. Next candle ends up closing bearish, but slightly above here, right? So again, target's being tapped. So what's going to happen after a target is tapped, right? Usually, target will get tapped and then price will push back down. So it's not that I'm marrying the selling idea. It's what makes the most logical sense, right? According to candlesticks and the way that I trade. So if there wasn't any sort of target here, right? Let's say these weren't here and there was still all this clean traffic to go up. Yeah, I'd be looking for buys off of the break of the higher on the 15, right? With that bullish idea. But, you know, again, based off of everything I just said, targets have been tapped. The buys are done, right? The move has been made. Now, if we can get this little pullback, that's where I'm probably looking to get, you know, a little bit more aggressive in the market. So it's not that I'm marrying the selling bias. I think, you know, everyone knows here I'll be very quickly to flip from bullish to bearish, right? If price makes sense for that, but you know, it just doesn't make sense according to the way that I trade, right? According to the way that you trade, it might make perfect sense, you know. So I mean, we were watching the live streamer last night. And she was talking all this crazy, and my wife, like, she knows about trading, but she doesn't know, like, all the terminology. And I told my wife, I have no idea what she's talking about. No clue. She was using different terminology, and so I have no idea what she's saying. And Anna was like, really? Like, really? Like, don't you? I'm like, that's how different this trading game is. Like, there's people that trade away a totally different way where I don't even know their terminology. I don't even know what they mean by some of these things that they say, and I don't have to know. Right? That's the best part about it. I don't have to know. All I have to know is the way that I do it, right? And the way that works for me in order for me to make money. So, you know, that's the thing with trading is like, it might look good to you, but that doesn't mean it looks good to me. And by the way, the more you know, the crappier trader you become. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know it, you can't unknow it, right? And now you're like, well, yeah, Nick is looking at a breakout here, but for some reason I see a SMT divergence with triangles, rectangle, and umbrella pattern. Huh? Right? So now it's like, well, you know, but now that the umbrella pattern and the SMT triangle RTT, that's playing out, but there's also a breakout. Like, which one? And you really just end up screwing yourself up big time. So I don't have to know. I don't want to know. I don't care to know. All I care to do is follow my plan, right? Because my plan has produced me profits year after year after year, 4 years straight of not being negative on the year. I think I will stick to this.
Same, man. Same. I think I might just stick to this. It works.
Look, the umbrella pattern works. I don't deny that. It just doesn't work for me, right? And that doesn't make me a worse trader, or you a better one, or me a better and you a worse. Doesn't make anything, man. As long as you're happy with your results, then, you know, kumbaya it is, and just enjoy the profits.
True.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, G.
Hakuna Matata.
It means no worries.
Stop stressing and start living, bro.
I mean, just think about it, right? Does it look like I'm worried about whether or not I know what I'm doing, whether or not I got a system that can handle the pressure of the year? Does it really look like I'm worried about that stuff? No, right? So do you think I care about, you know, the SMT or the FVG that's there right now? No, I don't care. I don't have to know about that stuff, and neither do you, right? If you're not trading that system. You got the IVB VWAP, the orbs going. It's getting crazy out there, right? The alien strategy, the outer space. It's getting wild. It's getting wild. But look, You know what those things are called? Shiny objects. Shiny objects. Shiny objects. Shiny objects. Shiny objects everywhere, my friends. There's shiny objects everywhere. And here you are. Zzz, you know, scanning them all. You gotta pick one and stick with it. Rafi's a retired ICT trader? That's hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie, that's where I started.
I know. And you were helping
It
them
wasn't
out
even
because they were all
ICT.
going
They
crazy.
call it smart money concepts. It was a lot there. That's a funny thing.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I never got to see ICT. I mean, I saw some of the things, but like the thing that what I was doing was like smart money concepts, how they call it. Whoa, bro, there were like 3 different smart money concepts. Like they call it all the same, but they all did different things. I was like, this is just nuts.
Yeah, man.
What does ICT even mean? Like it's crazy trading. Like
I don't know.
I
Believe it
don't
or
really
not,
know
I've
what the
never watched
ICT
one
is.
video on them.
I think that's what
But-
it is. Bro.
I think a lot
I
of streamers use
heard.
it for like
Yeah,
clickbait
it was
too.
like
You
a
know, like
smart money concepts,
Yeah.
like concepts or something.
I'm about to run a test tomorrow. I'm gonna put ICT trader goes live and see what happens, and see if we get
Dude.
more people coming. I'm gonna use it as clickbait. ICT trading 101. They're gonna come here and be like, what are those lines? Which year did that come out in? I'm like, oh, this is the old school stuff. This is the only stuff that works. This is before he got kidnapped by the market makers. I love the story too. He got like kidnapped by like the market makers or something.
Who did? ICT guy?
Yeah.
No way.
Something like
Come
that.
on, man.
Austin was telling me briefly, like on a podcast, like how. I have no idea.
Oh, did he mean it? Like, was it like for real?
Yeah, supposedly he got kidnapped by market makers, and they told him all their secrets and how to outsmart
you can't
the
make
reality
that
of
up.
the
Come
market.
Like, have you ever been lied to?
I'm about to make
your
something
life.
up like that. I'm just gonna completely revamp my
Bro,
YouTube channel.
what?
Hey guys, I was kidnapped by the market makers. I sat in their concentration camp for 6 months. They taught me everything. Let me teach you.
Dang.
Start renaming the setups and all
That's
that.
weird.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
People really be like, yo, I'm about to learn this system here. Like what?
Imagine
funny,
learning
man.
from people who don't even show their face on the live stream. Holy!
Funny.
You got to be a special individual to take advice from a screensaver. That's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
No coach below here.
Wow.
Dang.
Nope.
We might
Really?
range after that big move.
Literally, yeah. I was thinking the same.
Well, now your buys are a lot easier, right? Because now you can look for buys potentially above and the sells back below, and you got price trapped here.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
sells a bit here too.
I love sells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, now I do, especially.
Gold pin, close
There
below.
you go.
ICT, I can't trade, bro. I love that.
The mountain
Bro,
pattern.
Everything works. I mean,
Yeah.
Not everything, believe it or not.
Well, you work.
okay, I would say a lot out there probably works, but
There are a lot of good ways to do it, but you know,
Bro,
learning
Bro,
from
Chad, I
someone who
got
doesn't even show their
kidnapped.
face, probably not one of them.
Chad, I got kidnapped by the market makers. That's how I got all these gems.
I kidnapped John. I told him all my secrets.
How did me and Nick know each other? Nick kidnapped me. They said we're gonna run up this TT then.
You thought he was my brother? He was actually some random kid I kidnapped.
Literally, bro.
The itsy bitsy spider strategy. Yo, we're on to something there. Oh man, I'm done.
Yo, Chad, I'm 20, but I've been trading for 40 years.
yeah. I just saw that too. I was like, wait, what? Hold up.
Anyways, what's a celery play, guys?
Bro, it's a vegetable.
Does everyone know what a celery
It's a
play is?
vegetable.
It's a vegetable.
Celery is a vegetable, bro. Are you talking about the inverted hammer?
Bro, celery juice though is fire.
I already told you that.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I've done that a couple times since you told me.
Yeah, bro. It's good.
That thing hits different, yeah.
Like I told y'all, the only celeries on me and are the ones on the chart.
I already know. I already know.
You guys didn't know I got adopted by aliens? I even taught them the fish face, the selfie face. I said, boys,
With
what
the
are you guys
headphones on.
doing? The galactic Bitcoin trends. Let me take a look at them for you. No. You see that? That's not where you need to be. That candle closed with no bottom wick. Well, we'll sell anyway, Nick. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yo, bro. Funny, man.
Yeah.
Silver looking great. All right, let me sample size it. Let's see if it's looking great, and if it is, I'll do a little sample
it does look great.
size. Let's see.
I'm actually sample sizing the buy right now, Nick.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look. 4-hour bullish,
You're
1
in?
hour bearish, 30-minute
No.
bullish.
Paper trade.
Yeah, but John, like, do you need a wick or are you just taking it down?
Like,
He's
yeah,
sample
I
sizing.
mean, I would have waited for
You
a
gotta
wick.
see if it needs wicks. Probably does.
But yeah, I'm sample sizing it. Like I'm just taking it anyways to see if the wicks happen or not. More times than not, basically.
Like that, yeah.
But it's just a paper trade, so I'm not in
I
there.
feel you. I feel you.
Just collecting the data. Collecting the data like I'm in the trade, basically.
Yeah.
Training.
We'll see.
My dude is training.
I probably would have
Preparing
wanted
himself.
a better
Exactly.
30 wick here. So let's see
Definitely would've.
how that goes down.
Yeah, the 15th
Yeah.
celery though, bro.
Yeah, like if it was gold,
Goldie.
definitely 100% waiting for a steeper bottom wick, like on the trade. But
100%.
maybe silver don't do that, but we'll see.
Maybe, maybe not. Let's see.
Goldie
Hopefully
range.
it does.
Ranging. I know someone did a paper trade with a real account. Probably.
They say it's paper trade,
Yeah, right.
but it's like they're same.
But they
exact
really got
risk.
that paper on the trade.
It's-
You're like, yo, I thought paper trade mean like you put some money on it.
You put some paper on that trade.
Yeah, right, bro.
Hey, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Someone did paper trade really count. It's funny because if you do that, you only lose the trades though.
Yeah.
If you make that mistake, so never do that.
Yeah, right. Yo, chat, how come so many traders trade way better off demo accounts than like real live accounts?
Yeah, isn't that funny, man?
I would say it's probably because they're detached from the outcome. So that
Literally.
should show you the power of being detached from the outcome, right? Your demo account results and your live account results are correlating to you exactly how detached from the outcome you really are, you know?
True. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, your live will feel more like your demo the more detached you are, right?
Right. Yeah. Yup. Exactly. Exactly. Zero emotions on demo, right? Exactly. But the profitable traders are able to manage their emotions, right? Because they got the plan that regulates their emotions, right? And that gives them logic. So exactly that, right? It just shows you if you can be a rule-based trader and be completely detached from the outcome, right? Your live trading account results will look like just like your demo account results. Really good and really profitable.
So what should that tell
So
you?
if there's two exactly. So if there's two things, right, that I'm taking away from that is one, I need to have a rule-based system here, and I need to follow my rules 100% every day. And two, I need to be completely detached from the outcome, meaning I need to figure out a way to detach myself from the outcome. And for me, it's definitely sizing down, right? It's definitely not over risking. I feel like when I have a good size on my trade, I'm completely detached from the outcome. So those are two good things I think to take away there.
Yep, exactly. So I should tell you, you know what? Maybe if you just got rid of those emotions on your live account that you don't have on your demo account, maybe you'll actually do better. So there it is. We go back to detachment, to emotions, detachment, getting out of the way, getting yourself out of the way. So now you can start to realize, you know what? Maybe the only reason I fail is not because I don't know technicals, but it's because I let my emotions come in. Because on the demo, I follow technicals with no emotions. But on the live, I follow technicals with emotions. And for some reason, you can't make it. So what does that mean? What seems to be the problem? Emotions. Right?
I feel like in the live, when you have money on the account, you actually follow emotion with the technical. Because you see it, but what you feel is like, oh, no, we need to get out. Or, oh, whatever, right? And on the demo, it's just like, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Nervous system doesn't see any threat. So yeah, you just let it play out. You go beyond size. It doesn't really matter, and
Yep.
changes.
Right. Yep.
Look at that, 30 closure above. That was wild.
Yep.
Yeah, we're ranging now in the 15 gang, so
Yeah, bro.
you probably range here for a bit. 4 hours probably gonna get stuck, get caught up. I don't think the buys are gonna play themselves out though. That's just me.
I don't know. Probably not. That 30 is tough with buys.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't want to do anything until you get a 30 closure in a way.
Literally, I agree. Yeah.
Damn, it's already 11 a.m. What the heck?
Yeah. Yep.
That was like 10:30.
Yeah, that'll probably be it. We're probably gonna range a bit. Tomorrow's CPI,
Yeah,
so we
man.
should have much more volatility coming in tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. We got Asian session.
Range game, baby, range game. So you got your 4-hour lows, 4-hour highs. There's really nothing to do in this nasty range. 15's probably gonna chop around for a bit. The buys are okay, but I think the sells are gonna play out much better. It might not happen till the next 4-hour candle too, right? That 4-hour candle might sit tight right here, try to create some sort of resistance, and then begin to push down later. So I think my only interest after this stream goes off is probably a sell below the range. If you can get a sell below, I may be interested in that move. If not, then I'm not going to be taking buys above here, although you obviously could fill that range. Sells are probably my only look here for the remainder of the day, and yeah, just come back for Asian session.
Yeah, man. Sounds like
Sounds
a plan,
like a
bro.
plan. Yep.
Yeah, sounds like the plan, man. Yes, sir.
Great stream here.
Thank you
Really.
for the session and appreciate you having us here.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you for having us, brother.
When's
Yeah,
a good
great
time to take
session,
your
man.
second payout? The moment it becomes available. Yes. Yes. All right, cool.
You see that blue or green button there? Take it.
Take it.
Peace,
Take it.
gang. See y'all.
All right. Peace,
All right,
fam.
G's. Clubhouse is ready.
God bless
Once the
y'all.
clubhouse is ready, that means I'm ready. Rafi, thanks for coming by. John, Magnus, I'll see y'all
Yes, sir, man.
in Asian session.
Catch y'all.
I'll see
God bless
y'all. God
Yeah.
bless y'all. Peace.
All right,
Peace,
boys.
peace.
Y'all have
See
a
you
great day.
next- see y'all.
Chat. Enjoy the day. I hope you have a
See ya.
wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And we shall be back tomorrow. So if you guys want to trade with us or come visit us in the Asian session tonight, pull up, hit ! Clubhouse. Come check us out. If not, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. And I will see you then. All right. W's on the way out. Like the stream. Sub to the channel. Don't do anything stupid today.
Hey.
All right. Don't overreact
Yeah,
on the
let's
trade.
go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other Connor hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really went for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just to, nah, wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Ayy, reservations for 20 at Coast Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they frozen. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, one time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us. I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They too focus on the image now, but that ain't me. Lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. Lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pic for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days, I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days, I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days, I don't need nobody's validation. These days, I don't need nobody's invitation. These days, I don't tell nobody